I am very excited, as usual, in these days. Today we want to show you and share with you the dashboard of Invtron DAO. Of course, now it's not connected to the mainnet; it's connected to the testnet, which is Sepolia. The mainnet will be launched after the token sale, of course. So I wanted to show you how it works and what is the Invitron that we are talking about and what exactly it does. Because many of you now they hear a lot of Invitron, they hear fraction about information from here and there. They don't like to read the white paper. They don't like to see like a lot of information that are really really technical. So I want to share for you the user experience. So we come to dashboard.invitron.com, which is now not on mainnet, it's on testnet in Sepolia. And first of all, we connect our wallet. You can use any wallet that support the testnets. Of course, you need the wallet that support testnet. Not any wallet can work at this stage. So we go to MetaMask and we connect our wallet here. And as you can see, of course, the price here is demo because this is testnet, but according to this price, we are getting all these numbers. Okay, so the first number is the token balance, which is now 468 million, and compare that with the price, it gives you the price of the token with USD. This is just for informational use for the user to understand the value of their balance. Now we come here, you can see here the voting power, your voting power. So the voting power here is 1.5 million, okay? And the potential voting reward is $151,000. We will come back to this later, but this is just an information for you. And as you can see here also, there is the become endorser button and become CEO button. We will come to that later also. Now we go first of all to check the dashboard here, the options. There are like few options, quite few options here. We want to understand each of these, what it does and how it works. So first of all, there is the wallet. Of course, you can use the wallet. This is for the ease of use, for easier for the user instead of like just using MetaMask. You can use this and then sign it with MetaMask, right? And here there is also transfer. You can directly transfer INV token from here instead of adding it to your MetaMask wallet, which is also makes it easier. We are always looking for the user experience. Of course, here is the transactions, like the transactions of this certain wallet, incoming and outgoing transactions. And we have here the exchange. The exchange is not like standard exchange that you think about. This exchange is internal for the ecosystem. It does exchange one token to another token, which is the INV USD to INV. As you know, or if you know before or heard about it, that we have dual token model. It's INV USD and INV. The INV USD is always worth $1. So according to the token price, whatever INV USD you want to convert, you can convert from here, and you can get INV instead of the INV USD. Now the INV USD is only for the funding request. So if you never submitted a funding request, you will never use the exchange. So this is just to make it clear. Later on, I will explain the mechanism and how it works. So now we go to delegate voting power. Since many people don't like to vote on daily basis, like they don't want to go ahead and keep voting for each project or for each governance work, such as voting for endorsers or voting for CEO, they can choose a wallet and delegate to the wallet. Of course, also if you want to vote by yourself, you have to delegate the power to yourself by clicking this button. So now I am going to click this button. I will delegate the voting power to myself. So I will be able to vote. Now it's working. Okay, as you can see, it's delegated to my own wallet, which ends with 49. As you can see here, this is the wallet that ends with 49, right? Okay. So now the vote, I have the voting power to myself, my own voting power, which is, as you can see, you delegate it to, meaning to yourself. Okay. So, and also you can delegate to other people by clicking here. For example, let's delegate to someone else. Uh, let's delegate to this account, to this account. Ah, sorry, I switched the wallet. Let's go back to the wallet. Okay. Now, if we delegate it to this account, as you can see, so now this account will be able to vote in my place. Instead of me voting, this account will be voting instead of me. Later on, I will explain why voting is important for the user as much as it's important for DAO itself. As you can see, it's delegated to this account. If we go back to the home page, we will check, okay, it's delegated to this account, right? This is all on chain, of course. Okay, now this account will be able to vote. If this account vote, as you can see, the reward by delegators power, it's 10%, meaning this account, when they vote, the reward that they will take of the vote, they will take 10% of the voting reward. While I, the delegators, the delegatee, the one who I delegated my vote, I will get 90% of the voting reward. Think about it like copy trading. Whatever this user does, if they did it right, you are getting 90% of the profit and they get 10% of the profit. That's the idea. Later on, as I said, I will explain how these rewards come. This is coming forward. Let's finish the delegator. So this is delegate by signature. If you don't want, since it's on Ethereum, some people don't want to pay gas fees for delegation. So this is off-chain, like this is off-chain transaction. What happens here? For example, if I want to make someone else vote for me, but I don't want to pay gas for the transaction of delegation, right? So I will choose the wallet, this wallet here. Okay, let's copy the address and put the address here. And I can choose how much time, whether it's 15 minutes, 1 hour, 24 hours. Of course, you can add more. Perhaps we will add some customization here for the time. But let's say 1 hour now. And we can sign the transaction here and confirm. And as you can see, it does require another signature because this is off-chain, delegating by signature to it's signing and it's delegated. We go back to the wallet, home, and as you can see, it's delegated to someone else now. Okay. Now we go to the third option, which is get whitelisted. Here, if you want to be, we are already whitelisted, of course, because this is the whitelisting done through the deployment, during deployment for this wallet. So it's whitelisted already. So we don't need to whitelist it. But generally speaking, if you want to whitelist it, let's change the wallet here and try another wallet. Let's try to whitelist this wallet. But this wallet does not have Sepolia. It will not work. Let's send it some Sepolia and then whitelist it. Send to user 1. Let's put 0.1 Sepolia and continue and confirm. Now this wallet will have Sepolia, which means they will be able to interact with the network, because without Sepolia, which is Ethereum, yani, It's Ethereum. Without Ethereum, you will not be able to pay for transactions, right? So let's disconnect and connect again because this wallet was not connected in the beginning. Okay, so now it's connected. So now, as you can see, this wallet is not whitelisted. Let's put here, I, someone who wants 000 city is to be white listed. Country, as you can see here, the country is Antarctica, whatever, United States, for example. Okay, this this account was created to demonstrate whitelisting request and submit. Of course, it's on chain, so we need signature from MetaMask. This information, all of this information will be on chain, just for you to understand. Like, it's all going to be. There is nothing. There is no database, no backend for the platform. It's only interacting with the blockchain. Now, if we go to here, where is this? Approve whitelisting. As you can see here, you must be the CEO to approve or reject whitelisting. So now if I click approve, what happened? It's not working. You know why? Because I am not the CEO. I will go to the CEO wallet now and connect. And I think I need to change the tab to refresh. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, it worked. And confirm. And approved. So now we go back to user one, which is whitelisted. Let's rename this to whitelisted user. Whitelisted one, just to avoid confusion, so we know. Okay, now if we go back to whitelisted, as you can see now, I don't have the option anymore to whitelist myself because I can see my profile that I am whitelisted. Someone who wants to be whitelisted. This account was created to demonstrate whitelisting request. Okay, is this clear? I think so. Now, let's go to get funded. As you can see here, you have to pay funding fees. The funding fees for funding request, it's $100, 100 USD. So according to the exchange price, which is now around 65 cents, it calculates that I need to pay 154.12, right? So if I don't have INV, this transaction will not work, which is why we are going to send this account some INV tokens. Now send to whitelisted one. Where is the token? It's not here. I did not import the token, so that will make it. Okay, let's do it from here. Is this the wallet? No. Connect. Refresh. Okay. Is this the wallet? Yes. Okay, then now we put here transfer, and then we go to Copy the whitelisted address from here. Okay. And receiving address paste. Token amount, let's say 10,000 token. And submit. So it's from creator to whitelisted, 10,000 token INV, and confirm. Just to confirm, this is happening on testnet. This is not the real token, and this is not the real Ethereum that we are using now. Transfer successful. You can see the transaction here also. I think I cannot compliment myself or our team, but I believe that our dashboard is very clean and very user friendly so far. Now let's go back to get funded using the whitelisted one address. Okay. Invtron.com, Invtron test. Soft cap is 10,000, 1,000. Hard cap is 10,000. Valuation is 100,000. Country Switzerland. HTTPS invtron.com. CEO it's HTTPS linkedin.com/in/Malik to be attached later on. The down of decentralized venture power from moving the power from big players to the people. Okay, now we submit. As you can see, we need to add some allowance fault tolerance for the price, but we will not spend the full allowance. As you can see, you send 154.1. Even though the allowance is higher, but yeah. Submitting and funding request submitted successfully. Now if we go to funding request, we will find that our funding request here is waiting for approval, right? The down of decentralized. If you click here, you will find more information, such as the proposer, the description, the amount required, and the status, and is it approved by the CEO or no. Now we go to the endorser. It's now the endorser job. Let's go to endorser 1. And we come here. As you can hear now, as you can see here, like I have a new option as endorser, just because I am endorser. Look, this option was not there. Let me show you again. You see, because this is, as you can see now, this is a dashboard. This is the user dashboard. But when you change your wallet, it simply changed to the endorser dashboard, for example. Or as you can see here, if you put the CEO, it will change to CEO dashboard. So let's go back to the endorser wallet. Okay, let's go back to funding requests. And as you can see here, there is no votes now for endorsers. Let's vote for it. Okay, and confirm. Okay, endorsement recorded for request 1. So now, as you can see, there is a vote here for one the endorser. We have another endorser, which is the endorser 2 here, and we can use it also for voting. And confirm. As you can see now, 2 endorsers approved the funding request. Of course, this is all on chain. This is that all this data is from the blockchain directly. Nothing on the database, just to confirm this again. Now we go back to release funding here. This release funding is actually for the CEO. If we go to the CEO here, this is the options up. But of course, this project did not raise any money, so there is no funding release for them. And so the CEO will not be able to do anything now here. Here also there is vote for endorsers. We can vote for endorsers to approve them. For example, this wallet, I can vote for this wallet. I need to delegate this to myself, the power. Delegate to yourself. Okay, as you can see here, this wallet now can vote for itself. Now we go back to the vote for endorsers and vote for this one. As you can see, I have 0 voting power. It says I have 0 votes because I do not have INV token. For that, we will send some tokens to this account so it will be able to vote. Let's go back to the creator wallet and send to CEO. Oh, I need to add the token here. Transfer to the CEO. Let's put this the CEO. CEO should have more tokens. It makes sense. We cannot have a poor CEO, right? Okay. Now, okay, we go back to the vote for endorsers, and we vote. Your voting power is delegated to the. Okay. Now, because this is not the CEO. Sorry. Okay. So now I am voting for endorsers, right here, but I am voting as a user, not as the CEO. So this vote is not count as a CEO vote, it's count as a user vote. Because endorsers do not require CEO votes. So we voted for the endorser. Let's see what happened to the vote. It's pending. It's confirmed. As you can see, because I have 1 million token, so this endorser have 1 million votes now. Okay. Now we have to, I think this endorser can be challenged now. So we put here The option for challenge endorser is not here. Okay, this is a good thing to notice. Now we go to vote for CEO. As you can see, there is a nominated CEO here. We can vote for it, but not as the CEO itself. We have to vote as endorser for this. Because first the endorsers will be voting for the CEO, then inactive nomination. It's inactive, this one. Deadline was 14. Okay, this is dead nomination. Okay, approved whitelisting. So as I think we did this before, and approved CEO nomination. Okay, this nomination is already dead. This nomination is already dead because it's already past the deadline. Okay, and that's it. That's how it works. But of course, once the funding request here, for example, once the funding request passed 3 endorsers, unfortunately we only have 2 now. There will be an option here to challenge endorsers. There will be an option here to challenge the endorsers, which makes it like a transaction on the chain to like rotate the endorser to check who have the highest voting, and then according to this bring the new endorser, the third endorser here, third, fourth, up to 50 endorsers. And that's how it works. Now, the idea here is to fund this project by voting. Now, when you vote for funding the project, you will see in your wallet here that you have voting power. In this wallet now, for example, we have what's worth 4.7 million, which gives us a voting power of $23,000, 0.9, 20, let's say round up to $24,000 approximately. This voting power is actually the amount that is funding the project that we are voting for, right? So if the project is asking, let's say, $50,000, if I vote, I will credit this project with this balance that I have and this voting power that I have. I credit this project $23,900, not from me, from the DAO. If this project succeeded, I will have also, oh, by the way, I have also $3,000 to $247 from the delegation. So I will use the delegation vote also along with my vote. This is my accumulated voting power now because I was delegated for some voting power from someone else, as you can see here, right? So the total will be around $27,000 for my voting power, okay? And the reward is 2,392, and I will get rewarded also $324 for the voting power that I got from someone else. This is not accurate. This should be 32, I think, because the 10% of this is 324. This is miscalculation from the front end. This is a miscalculation from the front end. This can be changed, no problem. Okay. So the idea is that's it. But why will I get the reward? I will get the reward if the project actually got funded. So if the project got funded and I have voted the project, I will be rewarded. If I downvoted the project and the project failed to get funded, I will get rewarded. Of course, the downvoting does not reward you if you don't actually record the vote. So for example, let's say the project is waiting for $10 it has $10 now. This is the maximum that it raised, and you downvoted the project. You don't downvote it, you don't make it in minus, you downvote only $10. So your reward will be based on the $10 that you voted, not on the full amount that you have in your balance, which also something to put in mind, like when you downvote. Okay, and that's it. That's the dashboard of Invtron DAO. Thank you. Thank you for watching if you are here, if you are still here. And thank you for your interest of Invtron DAO. Of course, you can see here the current CEO. I'm sorry, I passed that. This is the current CEO. It's the profile along with the wallet address. And there is the smart contract and some more information here about the DAO. That's it. That's Invtron DAO. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your interest again in Invtron DAO. Bye.